You are exhausted. Your whole body is begging for sleep, but your mind will not let go. Have you ever been so tired that you could almost cry, but still, sleep refuses to come? What if your body is not refusing sleep? What if it is asking, am I safe enough to rest now? Have you ever felt completely drained, but still found yourself lying awake in the dark? Your body feels heavy, your eyes are tired, and your energy is almost gone. But the moment your head touches the pillow, something inside you suddenly switches on. The room becomes quiet, the lights fade, and the whole world seems to stop. But inside your mind, the noise grows louder, clearer, and harder to ignore. Thoughts begin moving in circles, one after another, as if they have no end. You remember unfinished tasks, old conversations, tomorrow's problems, and fears you pushed away. You tell yourself, I need to sleep now, but sleep still does not come. This is one of the most painful parts of insomnia, and many people know it. You are deeply tired. Your body is ready, but somehow you cannot let go. Many people think insomnia is only a bad habit or a lack of discipline. They say, put your phone away, or just go to bed earlier. And yes, sometimes those things can help, but they are not the whole story. Insomnia is not always laziness, weakness, carelessness, or something you choose. Sometimes it is a nervous system that still does not feel safe enough to relax. Your body lies down, but deep inside, your inner alarm stays awake. You want to rest, but something within you keeps watching, checking, and preparing. During the day, a person with insomnia may look completely normal to others. They may work, smile, answer messages, solve problems, and continue moving forward. They may carry a heavy inner load without showing anyone how much it hurts. From the outside, they may look strong, focused, responsible, and fully in control. But the strength that helps them survive the day can become tension at night. Because emotions that are pushed away do not disappear. They wait quietly. They wait for silence, for darkness, for the first quiet moment without distraction. And when the body finally stops moving, hidden stress begins to rise. That is why night can feel so different from the middle of the day. During the day, there is noise, movement, work, people, and constant distraction. But at night, there is no meeting, no task, no conversation to hide behind. There is only you, the quiet room, and everything you carried inside. And sometimes, that inner world is much heavier than you expected. Insomnia often appears when the body wants rest, but the mind wants control. One part of you says, I am exhausted. I really need to sleep. Another part says, not yet. We still need to check everything. What if something goes wrong? What if I forget something important tonight? What if tomorrow is difficult? What if I am not ready for it? So the body is in bed, but the nervous system is still standing guard. This is not stupidity. This is not drama. This is a form of protection. Your nervous system may have learned that staying alert keeps you safe. But what protects you during stress can disturb you deeply during rest. The same control that helps you get through the day can block sleep at night. From a psychosomatic view, insomnia can reflect a conflict between tiredness and control. The body says, I cannot keep going like this. I need recovery. But the inner controller says, if I relax, I might lose control. So the person becomes trapped between exhaustion, alertness, and the need to stay ready. They are tired enough to sleep, but not calm enough to surrender. Sleep needs more than darkness. Sleep needs safety, softness, and inner permission. Permission to stop solving, stop preparing, stop proving, and stop protecting yourself. For some people, that permission feels strange, unfamiliar, or even dangerous, because somewhere in life, they may have learned that rest is not safe. They may have learned that control prevents disappointment, criticism, failure, or pain. They may have learned to be useful, responsible, strong all the time. And when night comes, the body remembers what the mind tried to ignore. It remembers pressure. It remembers worry. It remembers emotional overload from the day. It remembers the feelings that had no room while you were staying strong. This is why insomnia can feel like a battle inside one person. One side wants peace. Another side is afraid of that peace. One side wants sleep. Another side keeps searching for possible danger. One side whispers, please rest. Another side asks, are we safe? And until that question feels answered, the body may stay awake. Many people with insomnia are not avoiding sleep. They are desperately searching for it. They count the hours, worry about tomorrow, and become afraid of the clock. Then the fear of not sleeping becomes another reason. Sleep does not come. The bed stops feeling like a place of rest and becomes a place of pressure. The pillow becomes connected with frustration, failure, and a quiet inner panic. And the person starts asking, again and again, what is wrong with me? But maybe there is a gentler and more useful question to ask. Not, why can't I sleep like everyone else? Not with blame, but what part of me still does not feel safe enough to relax? This question does not blame you. It gives you a way to listen. Because the goal is not to fight the body, but to understand it. Your body may not be betraying you. It may be trying to protect you. It may be using old survival patterns in a moment that needs softness. At night, the mind often reviews problems because it finally has space. Unfinished emotions rise because they were delayed, pushed down, or not processed. A sentence someone said, a fear about money, a tension in the family, a decision you avoided, a responsibility you carried alone for too long. These things may not shout during the day, but they whisper at night. And sometimes, that whisper becomes strong enough to keep the body awake. Of course, this does not mean every case of insomnia is only emotional. Sleep can be affected by hormones, pain, breathing problems, medication, caffeine, illness, and other factors. That is why long-term insomnia should be discussed with a qualified medical professional, especially if it lasts for weeks, affects daily life, or keeps getting worse. Medical evaluation is not weakness. It is care, responsibility, and protection. But along with medical care, emotional understanding can also become important because the nervous system does not relax simply because we order it to. It relaxes when it receives signals of safety, rhythm, softness, and permission. A calm evening routine can help, but it should not feel like punishment. Not because you are broken, but because your system needs a softer landing. Your body may need time to leave the speed of the day behind. It may need dim light, warmth, quiet, slow breathing, and emotional honesty. Sometimes before sleep, the mind needs a safe place to put its worries. Writing thoughts down can tell the brain, this is saved. We can return tomorrow. Gentle breathing can tell the body, there is no emergency right now. A slower voice, lower light, and predictable routine can reduce inner alertness. But the deepest message is this: you do not need to attack yourself. You do not need to insult your body just because it is awake. You do not need to turn sleep into another performance test. Because pressure almost never leads to real rest, it creates more tension. Rest begins when the nervous system feels it no longer has to defend. For some people, this is the hidden pain behind insomnia. They are not simply awake. They are still emotionally on duty, still responsible, still checking, still preparing, still holding everything together. And the night reveals the cost of being strong for too long. The body asks for sleep, but the inner world asks for safety. The eyes close, but the inner guard refuses to leave the door. This is why compassion matters so much when we talk about sleep problems. Because a person suffering from insomnia already feels frustrated, tired, and alone. They do not need blame. They need understanding, support, and proper help. If this is happening to you, you are not lazy, you are not weak, and you are not failing at something simple. Your body may be asking you for a different kind of attention. Not only, how can I force myself to sleep tonight? But also, what stress have I been carrying without a voice? Where do I feel unsafe to slow down, soften, and let go? What am I still trying to control when the day is already over? These questions do not replace medical care. They add emotional awareness. Sleep is not just the absence of being awake. Sleep is a state of trust. The body needs to trust that it can soften, release, and stop guarding. And sometimes, healing begins with one gentle message to yourself. I do not have to solve my whole life tonight. I am allowed to pause. I am allowed to be human. I'm allowed to rest, even if everything is not perfect yet. This may not cure insomnia in one night, and that is okay. But it can change the way you relate to your body. Instead of fighting the sleepless part of you, you begin to listen. Instead of saying, "Stop ruining my life," you ask, "What are you protecting?" And slowly, maybe the nervous system begins to understand. The danger is not here. The day is over. The body can come down. The mind can stop checking every shadow, and the heart can loosen its grip. The night does not have to be a battlefield forever. It can become a bridge back to safety, softness, and recovery. So if you are exhausted, but still cannot sleep, be gentle with yourself. Try to see your body not as an enemy, but as a messenger. And remember, long-term insomnia deserves real professional evaluation and support, because you deserve more than just surviving the night. You deserve rest that feels safe, deep, peaceful, and truly healing.